Hi everyone, Wave the Swallow here, and today I will be reading you all Chapter 18 of the Berenstain Bears and Left 4 Dead crossover fanfiction, written by the Shadow Lioness. Now, Judd the Hawk, who is the leader of the Babylon Rogues, read Chapter 17, and he said that he actually likes that chapter, and he likes this story so far. Well, all I can say is that I hope Judd is right. Before we begin, I would like to say thank you very much, Shadow Lioness, for giving us permission to read your story. Now, without further ado, everyone, let's get reading. The group stayed in a safe room for at least 45 minutes before they were able to move out, once they prepared themselves to head to the farmhouse. The coast is clear, said Zoe, as the group left the safe room and started walking. They shot at the wandering zombies that hadn't noticed them. Then there was crying. It sounds like a witch. Zoe warned everyone in the group that there was a witch nearby. Turn your flashlights off, she whispered, as everyone saw the witch. They began to walk slowly past her when she started to growl, then groan, and they started to groan loudly. Don't tick off the witch, Zoe said. She was nervous that someone might startle her, but luckily no one startled her as they walked behind her. That was too close. That witch is a mean-looking, scary monster, Papa said, as they saw a building ahead. This is something I don't see every day, a building that is abandoned-looking, Mama said as the group walked up to the old building. Francis opened the door. It was very quiet. Look at that. No one here, Francis chuckled. It looks old and creepy looking, Fred said as Francis led the group inside the building. There are train tracks through this door, Lewis said as he opened the door. He and Zoe shot down the wandering zombies around the area. The group saw a bridge, and there was a way to get up there. There's a bridge. If only we can find a way up there, Bill said. There's a train cart with the brakes on it. So if we pull the brakes off of the train cart, it will knock down the bridge, and we'll have a way up there, Brother said. Great idea, Brother. But the only thing will happen is that the noise of the bridge coming down and the train cart making it crash will attract the horde. So we might have to make sure everyone is ready, Lewis replied as the group prepared themselves and Brother pulled the brakes on the train cart, started to move. A loud shriek was heard that caused a horde of zombies to run towards the survivors. Here they come, Zoe warned the group as everyone stayed together and they were shooting the zombies down. Then all of a sudden a tank showed up after all the zombies were shot down. Tank! Zoe shouted as the group started to run and shoot at the tank. Hey, Tank, over here! Brother called as he stood on the bridge that was knocked down by the train. As the tank ran towards Brother, the rest of the group fired at the tank until he was dead. Which he didn't make it to Brother at the bridge. You okay? Zoe asked Brother. She reloaded her weapon along with the rest of the group. Yep, I distracted him so you can shoot him, Brother smiled. Smart plan, Brother. Why didn't I think of that? Papa asked, as the group walked up the bridge that the train cart knocked down. After the group got in the safe room, they have decided to rest for a while. After 6.5 hours went by, Sister woke up from her nap along with Brother and Fred to find out that Papa was gone. She walked towards Zoe, who was also napping with the rest of the group. Zoe? Sister whispered, but Zoe was in a deep sleep. Zoe! Sister said a little louder. Then she saw the air horn that Bill took from Too Tall and his no-good gang when Zoe scared them off back at the safe house before the boathouse. Sister blew an air horn, which woke everyone up. The survivors were startled, and the same with Brother, Mama, and Fred. For all the man's grace, Sister Bear. Why did you blow that in our ears? Brother Bill asked, as Sister hid the air horn behind her back. Sorry, I was trying to wake you up, Sister said. Papa is missing, she said. What? Now Papa is missing? I sure hope Widow Jones didn't kidnap him, Louis said. Sorry for the air horn, Sister said, as Zoe took the air horn away. If I find Too Tall and his gang, I'll blow this air horn in their ears and see how they like it, Zoe said, as she heard Too Tall and his gang talking. Watch how I will scare them. Zoe giggled as she crouched down behind the safe room exit door and put the air horn close to their ears and looked at the group. Plug your ears as it will get loud, Zoe whispered as everyone plugged their ears as Zoe blew an air horn loudly near Too Tall and the gang. Ah! His gang screamed. What in the world was that noise? It's hurting our ears, making them bleed. Too Tall and his gang then ran away from the loud noise of the air horn, and Zoe laughed, and soon everyone else joined in her laughter. Oh my God, they're such wimps, Francis laughed. Good way to scare them, Zoe, Louis added. I think you're more scarier than Widow Jones and the zombies, Sister laughed. Wait till they get scared by Bill someday. He's more good at scaring people as much as me, Zoe replied. Louis checked to make sure the coast was clear. Once the coast was all clear, the group started to head on out to find Papa. And this is where I will stop for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 of Wave the Swallow reads Chapter 18 of the Berenstain Bears and Left 4 Dead crossover fanfiction.